Gemini, welcome to your Astroflower reading for the week going from the 11th through to the 17th of September. Yes, I've done your all chakra readings, and I've reinitiated Cymatic TV with my energy updates as well. You can find that linked in the description below. So yeah, I hope you're having a lovely one. It was very interesting, that energy that came through from the sun, and I think we're still dealing with the replications of that at the moment. But let's hope you have a lovely reading. Let's see what's going on. Ten of Pentacles. Overall energy that's coming through you at the moment. Strength. You're coming into a position where you feel not only at ease with who you are and what you're doing in your life, but you actually feel like it goes more than confidence. It's like you're feeling like that this is my righteous path. And the energy, the overall energy here is really trying to help you to explore those strengths that are within you. And the more you explore those strengths within you, you'll find out that, there's bucket loads. There's tons of it, and once you realize that strength within you, it can just keep going on and going on and going on. And that's when you can open up lots of more possibilities. Let's see what's going on in your relationship side. On your karmic mission on your relationship side, you get the King of Swords. A clear vision through judgment, basically, through judging a situation. The King of Swords is looking straight in front of him. There's no meandering around. There's no river that's snaking about here. You're going straight to. You've got to go straight to the source here, and you know it. This is the thing. You know what you've got to do within your relationships. And I wouldn't pussyfoot around if I was you. I would literally just be very matter of fact about it and, be very clear on your vision. This is what your karmic mission is this week here. Because the energy around us is a bit sort of wavering at the moment, sort of flip-flopping about. And if you have this clear vision and you head towards it, and this is your karmic message to get that clear vision through your own judgment, that's when you're going to really find success, or find happiness, or find exactly what you so wish to be, living. That's what, a little bit like the law of attraction, which is I'm doing a video on Cymatic TV about, which is all about how the law of attraction works. So sometimes you can put out a lot of positivity in the world, and you've got nothing but negativity around you. What's that all about? And that's what that's what we're going to be exploring on Cymatic TV. And I think you need to be really focused about where you're going at the moment. The universe here is sort of saying, don't look for, if you're looking for sort of compensation in life according to being treated badly or anything like that, I wouldn't wait around for it, because I don't think it's going to turn up. So I would head towards that Ace of Cups there. Allow your heart to be your guide. So it's a clear vision of where you're going and what you want in regards to your relationships. And just allow your heart to be the fuel that carries you down that path and towards that ambition of what you want, basically. Where's it coming from? What's the past? Seeing things differently. And that's what ties into that Four of Cups as well. It's seeing things in a way that makes you realise about the situations that are around you, which gives you that judgment and that clear vision of going forward. And that's where you've come from. I think you know it already within you. It's a case now of enacting it. So let's just see what's going on here. You've got the Page of Swords. Page of Swords. This is what's within you. The Page of Swords opens the pathway for the Knight of Swords. Yeah, so the Knight of Swords secures the path in order for the King of Swords to come through. So I think if you've got this clear vision made out of your judgment of a situation that you've seen now clearly, you can now forge ahead. And this could be, it may even be a case of talking to someone, and it's converting your ideas into reality. So it may be a case of talking to someone, sort of saying, do you know what, actually I love you and I want to be with you, so let's just stop messing about. Being very frank about it all. You know, if you're trying to open up a new relationship, just be straight and just go for it. I think is really important, because you've got to strive towards your happiness ultimately. Really, surely, I wouldn't expect anything less of you. You know, what's the overall outcome? Five of Wands. The best thing about the Five of Wands is this person here. This person here is extracting themselves from a Four of Wands, a dimension or a paradigm that they were living in before, which was chaotic, that was unorderly, that was conflictual. And you've extracted yourself now because you're driving that passion so you can go forward to where you want to be. You know, there's a lot of spirits around at the moment. I see a lot of things, especially when I'm healing and stuff like that. But at the moment, there seems to be a lot of spirits wandering around this place here at the moment. Keep seeing them all the time. Just thought I'd tell you, just in case I break into conversation with one of them. But yeah, be very clear about yourself and where you're going. I think that's the ultimate thing. It will extract you from any complicated situations that you've been living in the past, and it will lead you on to a very passionate path for you. On your financial side, we've now got the Page of Swords, and apparently to secure that pathway towards your heart's desire, you've got to be the knight in shining armour in regards to your business, your projects, or your job, or whatever you're doing. And it's very sociable. It's also getting a lot of recognition about the sort of good quality passion you have about what you're doing. And you need to just sort of like, to secure that pathway, to secure your ultimate goals or ambitions, you've got to go at it in a way that sort of says, I love doing this and I want it to work. That sort of attitude. And if you're not loving what you're doing, then therefore, you know, you might allow a knight in shining armour to come into your life. That's a very big possibility to give you an opportunity. But I think it's more you being the knight in shining armour. You've got another knight as well. This is how the universe is bringing it into you. It's now time to get on and do the work. As you can see that field in the background, you've already ploughed that field. You've already done a lot of the work. But that's not the end of it. That's just one stage in the plan or the route or the process that you've got to go through in order to get to what you want. Now is the time to start planting those seeds for the future, because that's what the winter period's all about. You're just coming to the end of your winter period, and here you're moving on into your spring, so you've got to plant those seeds up. And that's what we do. We plant up at the end of winter, the beginning of spring, and allow them to germinate in your life. And this is where you've been cultivating this within you. I think you've cultivated a change, possibly a change of direction, change of career, change of whatever you want to do, and start opening up to things that you want to have in your life, that you need to nurture. And it's a realization, and I think you've come to that realization already. And that's where you're coming from. So you're heading towards ultimate success and abundance in reality. That's what's trying to be brought through for the overall energies here. This is where you're going through at the moment. This is where you're heading towards. That you're going through, you're going from one dimension to the other on your relationship side, and on your financial side, you have all the possibilities at your fingertips. That's what the world does. The world provides everything for us. There's nothing that you have and that I have that hasn't originally come from the earth. It's just the way it is, our bodies included. So you have everything that is at your fingertips at the moment, and this is a new door that you're going through. This could be a job offering, a new business or whatever. This is what you should be working on and getting on and planting those seeds in. And you get the Eight of Cups, which is very funny because this is, who else got this? Aquarius got this in exactly the same position. Very weird. And this new passage, this new world of what you're going into, I don't think you necessarily know it as all as yet. You're discovering it as you go. And I think this curiosity side, if you engage that curiosity side, this is where you're going to allow your passions to be, your karmic path will be driving through what you do in a very, very passionate way. Really beautiful. So thank you very much for being here, Gemini. I hope you're getting the best out of these readings. Same thing with Cymatic TV over there. It's really lovely. If you haven't seen the aura and chakra readings, go and have a look at that. And then you've got the eclipse readings coming out next week, and that's readings that last for the next sort of 3 months. Okay, so I hope you get the best out of these readings, and I'm really glad you're here. Let's just get on with the clarification with the Light Seers card. With the 10 of Pentacles, you've got the 10 of Wands. It's almost as if like you've had to carry in a lot in order to see what your strengths were, in order to see the abundance that you have. And you still may be carrying a lot because you're like that, aren't you, Gemini? You're just really nice to people. And you're nice to a situation. You try and find a solution all the time. And this is where you carry a lot for other people. But I think it's one of your strengths as well. And you could use it in a really good way, a very positive way for your future. This is what playing to your strengths is all about. But knowing what to take on and what not to take on. And that comes down to that clear vision of where you're going, and that sort of heading off and being that knight in shining armor for yourself. With the King of Swords, if you follow this plan, if you follow that vision, that inner vision, that precision according to your judgments, you're going to get nothing but rewards out of this whole scenario. You're going to turn the 5 of Wands, which is right at the top, into a 6 of Wands. That's what you're going to do. That's what your karmic path is to do. With the 4 of Cups, you've got the Judgment card. Absolutely brilliant. Don't wait for compensation, the universe is sort of saying here. Just follow your path. Head down that observation. Head down that evident path that you should be going down, that clear path that you've got within your inner vision. That is your ascension. That is your righteous path, your moment of what you should be doing. With the Hangman, the tying into the past to the future, you get an offering. I think this is what you need to do. This is what I sort of said earlier on, sort of saying, be franco about it. There's obviously people that have their attention focused on you at the moment, and because you're seeing things differently, you can see the attention that they are giving you and that they are offering to you. That is something that needs to be explored. That is what the Page of Swords needs to be opening up, that pathway going forward. Let's just see what that Page of Swords is all about. Hidden emotions. As I say, and I think this is where the curiosity comes in as well, and also the 5 of Wands, is you're moving away from an old dimension and you're moving into a new one that maybe you do not know every angle of it. And I think this is where you need to just have a clear vision of what you want out of relationships. Once you get that clear vision according to a judgment upon yourself, therefore you will be looking for emotions that will provide that sort of situation. And seeing things differently will allow you to examine different emotions in order to get to where you want to be in regards to your relationships. So I think this pathway that you're opening up will open up a lot of emotions that you may not necessarily been in touch with a lot within you before. Okay? With the 5 of Wands, you get the Ace of Cups. This is what that's all about. And that's what that's all about. It's now finally living, offering your heart up to a situation, or a situation that is offering themselves up to you because you've extracted yourself from a complicated past and now moving to a much, much brighter future, and very orderly, very clear and clean future. With the Knight of Wands, change of fortune. The moment you engage your passions, this is where things really start playing in your favour. With that fortune, that Wheel of Fortune card, and it does sort of provoke all the curious side about you, according to the rest of the world. With the Knight of Pentacles, you get the King of Pentacles. Start planting those seeds, and through education or through understanding in the world around you, you will get to a position of ultimate abundance and security. That's what you're doing, and you've got to nurture this path, and you've been nurturing it for some time within you, with that Seven of Pentacles. So, what have you been nurturing? What's the main thing that you've been nurturing out of this? Well, you've been planning it. There's no doubt about it. The world is at your fingertips. The world is the next card up, and this is where you're moving on to, and this is where you can see the world just at the bottom there. And you've got like travel in it. There's an expansion, and that's what the Eight of Cups is all about. This is where you've been pushing for it. I think you've been creating this situation for you to expand and explore the world that is around you. And with the world, you get the Five of Swords. If you want this new journey to be the best journey in the world, and to stop, so you're not curtailed from exploring all those beautiful avenues and possibilities, you've got to let go of petty conflictual things that are not worth winning. And I'm not saying you're starting the conflict here. I'm just sort of saying, if it's sort of like grates your teeth from the past, don't go into it. Allow it just to flow through you. Allow it to flow out of you, realizing that those are the things that are holding you back. This is what is going to, this is what one of the rules of this new chapter you're going into. With the Eight of Cups, you get the Seven of Swords. This plays off beautifully off of this. I think it's going to make you enormously happy, because you're going to feel like that. Yeah, I'm free. I'm free, and freedom tastes of reality. So I think you're freeing yourself up here enormously, and I think it's making you even smarter and playing smarter. And I think this is possibly what you've learned through this sort of King of Pentacles as well. It's helping you to get those abundance by playing smarter. Absolutely beautiful reading, Gemini. I really do appreciate it. Your support for this channel. I hope you got the best out of it. Thank you for subscribing, going over to Cymatic TV and all of that. In the meantime, all that's left for me to say is life should be fun, so please do enjoy.